What is Franz? When was it founded, and why is that important in my life story? Franz is in this particular context, is a baked goods chain. It started off as like a individual bakery or something like that back in 1906. And so what is it? When was it founded? Why is it important in my life story? And it's important in my life story because in January 2006, I started running with myself as coach. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and today is Sunday, 15 June 2025. This is on the founding year of 1906 for Franz Brand, 100 years before I started running in 2006. So in January 2006, I, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, started running with myself as coach. At the time, I took note of the founding date of one of the regional local brands I ate with the founding date of 100 years before I started running. Franz Brand, baked goods chain founded in 1906 in Portland, Oregon, United States of America. I started running in January 2006 in the Seattle area, Washington State, United States of America. As of filming this video over 19.00 years later, on Sunday, 15 June 2025, I have retained using this as a way of contextualizing my own running more broadly. My running founding remains 100 years after Franz Bakery founding. As I provide my perspective, I eat a Franz apple fruit pie. So Franz, I have a playlist for me eating Franz brand items. I get these little pies from the store, and if I'm good, they store them properly at the store. They store them like this, so then I open it and, you know, the filling's well distributed. But if I screw up, I screw it, you know. I store it like this, and then I go, the filling's not evenly distributed. That's my own doing. Nice apple chunks. And it all started with my first set back in January 2006. A 1 mile run on an indoor treadmill, no music, no surround sound other than the beating of my own feet and the moving of the band of the treadmill. And competed in the 800 meters run in high school track and field. That was spring 2007. And Franz was a brand that I ate back then. Less than I eat now. I eat it more now than I did back then, but I still ate it. And I was one when I was competing scholastically. I was like, this is like a good, so this pie is 480 calories. So I was like, right before my race, maybe not, but like after the meet, or for, you know, a bigger snack, like further spaced. It's a brand that not only did I enjoy eating, but it got me thinking about like, when should I eat and how much should I eat? Which is one way I've been kind of tracking, you know, my blood pressure and what affects it, my blood glucose, my blood sugar, and what affects it. I started running to get healthy with myself as coach, and Franz factored in. And so I actually chose Franz to kind of keep in my life and make part of my long-term dream and vision for my Sacred Saturdays. In part because I was like, I'm 100 years behind. And you know what? I'm a millennial. And having that as a good reference, people give millennials, or gave at that point in time, millennials a hard time about like not knowing anything other than themselves. And I was like, I'm 100 years behind with one brand. And it's not the same thing. But it's like a really great, you know, keep bringing that up. And I'm well-centered, are you? Probably not. A lot of people are insecure. And don't do that. They kind of shy away from competition. And I'm like, no, I do, and I lost. 100 years behind. And so the role of the combination running and Franz Brand on my Sacred Saturdays, it was a dream for me in terms of later in life figuring out how to run and eat Franz on Sacred Saturdays. So I had a dream of figuring out how to make, or just making, I didn't know how, Sacred Saturdays have running and Franz. And the most recent example of that is yesterday. Saturday, 14 June 2025. And it's a dream I have attained multiple times since moving in with my parents in 2019. At least once now. For 3 different Nancy Drew computer games on Sacred Saturdays. Since I moved back in here with my parents in 2019. And I chose Apple because this state, Washington State, was founded 1889. Our state fruit is the apple. So it's a geographic choice. I give that 125 today. It was really just flawless. So that's on the founding year of 1906 for Franz brand, 100 years before I started running in 2006.